It's me, back at it again with another quiz. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jam, and let's get to it. So today we are doing the Enneagram personality test. And let's be real, I probably said that wrong. So let's just look at it. Shall we scroll down and pretend I know how to read? I strive for perfection. You know, normally I would say no, but I think I do like being not perfect, but like, hence an example I will use right now. I am currently in a new job and I just wish I knew everything already so I wasn't struggling. So I do want to be perfect at that. Let's put it as almost accurate. I think that's right. Everyone's yelling at me, being like, that's completely wrong, you're weird. I know, okay? Look at my hair. Does it look like I know what's going on? We're trying that classic fuckboy top nut look, okay? We're going through stuff. I work hard to be helpful to others. I would say so. I wouldn't say it's 100% accurate. It depends who the others are. It's important to me that other people like me. I don't think I care that much. It's important to me to achieve great things. Yes. Define great things, though. I make more significant contributions than the average person. I go maybe. I feel my I feel my emotions very deeply. Anyone who really knows me would know that. Eek. We don't love it. It's not a great thing, but it is a thing. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. Oof. Some red flags, or flags are coming out. I'm not sure if they're red. To me, not so much, but who knows. I think deeply about things. Yes. I prepare myself for not any disaster. No, I just prepare myself for disaster in general. This is going to be a hectic quiz, or hectic answers to this quiz. It is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times. I like to avoid it, but it does happen quite a lot to me. So I mean, yeah, I'm going to go with I like to avoid it. But it happens to me, which is why I like to avoid it. I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. Yeah, I like that. I see the positive in every situation. I try so hard. But I feel like that's a thing that most people try to strive for. You try to see the silver lining in the most terrible situations, but I feel like sometimes it just gets the better of you. So I'm just going to go neutral for that. I'm not afraid to tell someone when I think they're wrong. I don't know. It depends who that person is. I'm going to go neutral with that. I let other people make the decisions. Oh, I really don't like making decisions. I hate it. It's not like big decisions. It's like, I don't know what to eat tonight, so can you just please choose dinner, because that's so much easier. I appreciate having rules that people are expected to follow. Yes, we are a stickler for the rules on this channel. I do like the rules. The rules are the glue that holds us together. If you don't get that joke, I will try and find an insert here. I'm concerned about security more than anything else. No, not more than anything else. It's like a neutral feeling. I think a lot about what will happen in the future. Oof, yes, keeps me up at night. I don't fit in with ordinary people. I don't know what ordinary is, but I just don't fit in with people. I've come to accept that. Not accept it, but I've come to acknowledge that I have not found my people yet. Or I've found some of them, but not my entire group. It is rarely a good reason for changing how things are, hang on. There is rarely a good reason for changing how things are done. Huh? I don't even understand the question. Just go for neutral. I always finish my chores. Oh yeah. I don't know what it is. I do not like it when the sink is full of dirty dishes. I cannot stand it. And so I always do them. I am always trying to be a better person. Yes, but it's so hard to be a good person or a better person. It's really hard, okay? You have to fight a lot of emotions to just kind of be the bigger person as well. Because some fights they just aren't worth having. And there's a lot of fights that I've had that I just regret having because I'm just why did I do that? I could have just avoided that situation completely. But then it's just then your feelings are also valid. So you can't ignore your own feelings as well. So yes, it's a struggle. I check carefully for mistakes and errors. No. Oopsie. I like to be around people who I can help. Yes, I do. Let's go with neutral because I don't want it to be the entire friendship. I like to feel that I'm an important person in my social groups. I do like to feel that way. I don't think I am, but I do like to feel that way. It's important to me to be successful. It's annoying because it's just what does success mean? In my mind, I'm just I really want to be an author, so I hope that happens. So that's why it's going here. The organizations I belong to wouldn't function well without me. Oh, that's a little bit inaccurate. They would not even notice I was not there. I often feel overtaken by my emotions. Oh, my dear. That's not a great answer, but accurate. I have always felt different from other people. Just a little bit, just it's more towards this one, but it's a little bit. So yeah. I like to analyze things from every angle. I don't know, it's a bit of a neutral one for that one. I always have a plan for what I would do if things go wrong. Inaccurate. I do not have a plan when things go wrong. It just all blows up. I avoid situations that bring up negative feelings. Again, neutral. I seek excitement. I mean, I seek it. I don't get it, but I seek it. So, does that count? I don't know. I'm good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. It depends. Again, if it's not anything to do with me, I try to see the positive in whatever it is, or if they're complaining about something, I try to put a positive spin on it, I try. I'm not sure if, I don't know. I do not hesitate to call people out when they're behaving badly. I do try to do that. I'm trying to do it more often because I have been a doormat. And that's not fun. I go along with what people want. No. That's different. It's in my mind, these are two different things. It depends what it is. I'm going to go neutral with that anyway. People should follow the rules instead of doing what they feel like doing. I don't know. What are the rules in this case? I don't know what the rules are. I seek out relationships that offer me some type of protection. No, I would say that's inaccurate. I can clearly visualize what could happen in the future. Nope. I have no idea. My life is a mess. Average people often find me a bit weird. I think I come across as, I have been told this, it's very jarring to me to know this is how people perceive me, but I have been told that, or at least in a work situation, people have thought I was extroverted, and I was like, oh, that's so strange. And I think it's because I'm quite chatty. When you get me going, I will not stop. And And so it was so weird for them to be like, to hear me say, oh no, I'm introverted, like 100%. But now that I think about it more, I think in certain situations, I just adapt to whatever people, I feel like the group needs. Like if they want to be quiet, then yeah, I'll just sit down and do whatever. But if they need someone loud and proud, I will be that person. Even if it's embarrassing, just for some fun. So I think maybe I will go with average people often find me a bit weird because I think people think I'm extroverted and get a bit intense by me talking to them. But yeah, maybe I'm not introverted. Maybe that's a quiz we can do later on. I like to do things as I've always done them. Yes, I'm a creature of habit. I persist until the task is done. Absolutely not, because I am a procrastinator. I spend time trying to discover and correct my faults and weaknesses. A bit neutral with that. I hold myself in very high standards. Absolutely not. I'm a natural caretaker. Neutral. I want people to admire me. Yes, I want people to admire me. I want to achieve a lot in my life. I would say that's true. If I'm honest, I feel that I'm a bit better than other people. That is a statement. We go neutral. No, I'm kidding. We'll go about there. Like, I don't know. I feel a deep sense of grief for what I have lost. Oof. I'm an unusual sort of person. I don't know. It's weird. I'm getting a lot of these questions of like, you're weird and not like normal people. It's like, what is normal anymore? Okay. What's the definition of normal? Yeah, I'm not really sure how to answer these ones where it's just like, you're a bit weird and wacky. I guess everybody is in their own way. So yeah, I don't know. Neutral for that one. I take time to understand things more deeply than most people. No, I'm just like a thing. I'm just like a thing. No, I would say no for that one because I just want to immediately understand it, like off the get-go. I don't want to sit down and try to understand it. Be like, I want to know it now. A bit stubborn like that. So no. I'd say no. It's important to me to be prepared for an emergency, for any emergency. Neutral. I don't know what that means. Any emergency. That could be anything. Exactly. That's why we're going neutral. I distract myself from any sad feelings that arise. I do try. I'm going to say neutral for that one because it's very hard when like just sad things happen and you just try to avoid feeling your feelings because you're trying to distract yourself. It's not good. You should purge those emotions and talk to somebody or like just cry it out or just talk to friends and try and just be okay. That question is sad. Anyway, I often make changes in my life when things get boring. I don't. My life is very boring. But when you're working 9 to 5 during the week, like all those 5 days and you get 2 days off, it's so hard to find the motivation to do things on the weekend other than just like sleeping in and lazing about the house. And then it just takes so much energy to go out and do things. Not that those things are bad, but I don't change my, weekly, those 5 days. I don't change my weekly routine, which makes it very boring. I'm coming across great in this video, I think. I tend to be more optimistic than most people. I go neutral with that one. I don't know. I tell people what I think, even if it's hard to hear. Inaccurate. Maybe there. I would rather... Actually, I'm going to go here. I would rather follow the group than push for what I want. I'm going to go neutral for that. Maybe even here, actually. I think there. I feel most comfortable in organizations with a clear hierarchy. I don't care. Where is that option? I take measures to protect myself and my loved ones from harm. I would say yes. I don't know which box to tick. This one. I make plans for many years into the future. No. I'm an unusually unique person. Why do I keep getting these ones? What does this mean? It's confusing me now. Now I've had so many of them. I dislike trying new methods or procedures. I'm going to go inaccurate. I focus on my responsibilities and duties. At work or in life? What? Yes. I read books that help me be more... No, I do not. I hate those books. Give me fiction. Don't give me that nonsense non-fiction. I put a lot of pressure on my... I take the initiative to help other people and make their lives easier. Neutral. Sometimes this, but more neutral than this. I put in the effort to make a good impression on other people. I do. I like making good first impressions because it's super important to me, because if you make a crappy first impression, I'm not going to be impressed, obviously. I set ambitious goals for myself. I do not. It's not like something I write down. It's just like making a mental note. This is what I want to do eventually one day. I am an important member of my social groups. I'm going to go with that one, because that's what I believe. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. God, let's try that again. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. I think so. I often feel like... yes. I often feel like an outsider was that one. I find my mind to be a very interesting place. Yes, oh my lord. The things that happen in there aren't okay for the internet. I'm always aware of what can go wrong. Yep. What can go wrong in a situation? Yes. I have many ways of avoiding situations that get me down. I don't have any ways of avoiding any situations that get me down. I am just constantly in them. I'm always up for a new adventure. Wes. I believe that things usually work out for the best. Neutral. I'm very pessimistic these days. I stand up for what I believe in, even if it upsets other people. Neutral. But kind of this one. We go there. I let other people take the lead. Neutral. Sometimes I will take the reins. I'm happy to, but it depends on what it is. I dislike people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. Yes. I make alliances with people who can help me stay safe and secure. I would say inaccurate for that. I'm often looking ahead towards what is coming. Neutral. I have difficult interests. I have different interests than most people. I would say that's inaccurate. There's a lot of nerds out there. The traditional way of doing things is the best way. I'm going to go inaccurate. I am responsible and reliable person. I would like to believe. Actually, responsible, maybe not so much. Reliable, yes. 100%. This one, not as much. Sometimes. I have a lot of plans of how I can improve myself. That's pretty inaccurate, actually. I make sure, we go here. I make sure that even small details are correct. Nope. Sometimes I just don't care. It depends what it is. But generally, no. It's like here. Definitely not like I don't give a fuck, but also like, okay, I'll try and give a little bit of a fuck. I enjoy caring for others and their needs. Neutral. I almost went to read the same sentence again. I want to be the person that others can look up to. I would say so, yes. I like to think, think of myself as a mentor or anything. God, what was I going to say? I like to think that I could potentially be. I have a few younger family members, so I like to think that potentially I could be someone that they could look up to one day. Maybe. I hope. I push myself to succeed. Wes. I make important contributions to my community. I don't think I would go with that one. I rarely have strong emotions. Inaccurate. All my emotions are strong. I'm a mess. I feel I never truly belong in social groups. Eek. This one. I want to learn as much as I can about the world, how the world works. Yes. It is important for me to understand what can go wrong in a situation. I think there. I take steps to ensure I don't feel sad or lonely. Oh, I don't. I don't take steps. I'm just sad and lonely. I'm an upbeat person. Neutral. Oh, I skipped one. Oopsie. Trying new things keeps life interesting. I would say so. I'm usually the one that takes a stand when others won't. When others won't, I will. Other people have stronger opinions than I do. Yes. Everyone has a role to play in society and a duty to do their best. I would say so. Yeah. I am concerned with protecting what I have. No. I don't have anything. I have a good sense of what my future... Didn't we get this question already? Neutral. I am an average person with ordinary likes and dislikes. I don't know what that means. Inaccurate? I try new ways of doing things just to see if they will work. I don't know what that means, but I'll... neutral. I have a great deal of will. Oh, yes. Self-improvement is a major interest of mine. Maybe. Ooh, imagine you are in your ideal relationship. What does your partner do to make you feel loved? Check all that apply. Helps me with my personal care. Oh, that's a bit strange, isn't it? Supports me when I'm... Oh, yes. Encourages me to treat myself, yes. Finds fun things for us to do together. Makes room in our budget for the items that are important, no. Shares their worries and fears. Yes. All that. Gives me thoughtful, yes. Compliments me, yes. Yes. All the things, except for some of these strange ones. Looks after our children and, I guess so, yes, eventually. Is happy just to spend time with me. Runs errands, no. Values my opinions on things. Like, honestly, these things makes room, like, not so important, like these ones. The individualist. Oh, I'm Enneagram type 4. What does it mean? Creative, quirky, self-aware, passionate, offbeat. I think that's me. That sounds like me. Oh, how cool. Oh, I like it. There's 9 different personality types, each with its own strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for personal growth. Ooh. That's me. That's what I look like. Maybe. I don't know. Obviously, that's not what I look like, but that's my personality. It's what she looks like. Oh, okay. At their core, 4s feel like they are fundamentally flawed and will never be able to be truly understood by other people. At the same time, they passionately long for the type of deep connection that will make them feel whole and accepted. Many 4s romanticize and idealize. I think I've said that wrong. Their relationships, hoping that each new connection will be the one that makes them feel understood and appreciated. Although 4s experience sadness over their separation from others, they also value their own uniqueness. They see themselves as special and want to express their individualism. Being different from other people is a double-edged sword for 4s, both a badge of honor as well as a source of suffering. Oh God, who knew we were going to get in this deep tonight? My strength, deep emotional awareness, brings a sense of romance and drama to every day. Attuned to creativity and the arts, a non-conformist, supports individual expression, idealistic and aspirational. Challenges, can be self-absorbed, bored by the mundane, feels distance from other people, can be unproductive and ineffective when wrapped up in emotion, has trouble feeling gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. Ooh, I don't like it. It's very accurate. Core weakness. Envy. Oh, I'm laughing because it is a little bit very accurate. Believing others have something that you don't. 4s are driven by the sense that what is good and desirable is external to them and that they are somehow indeficient. Envy rises from the four's belief that other people have attained some happiness or satisfaction that is inaccessible to the four. Core belief, I'm different and misunderstood. Core fear, being ordinary, unspecial, or insignificant. Living a mundane or unimportant life, being abandoned or rejected because of some inherent flaw or deficiency. Fours tend to feel sadness more readily than fear. In some way, the four's sadness is a way of preemptively experience their fears instead of worrying about rejection. The four grieves relationships as if they've already been rejected. Digging deeper into sadness and grief often reveals the core fears of the four. Core desires to find true understanding and authentic and unique identity. Authentic. I knew what it said. I'm stupid. To connect deeply with other people, with another special person who appreciates my uniqueness. Oh, okay. I'm not all right, but let's keep going. Emotional. 4. You are often singled out, for their emotionality, whatever. They express a wide range of emotion and are usually very aware of what is going on for them emotionally. Fours are not only emotional, but are emotionally driven, and they find it very difficult to do anything if they're not feeling it. They can be sensitive to others' feelings as well, but for the four, their own emotions are at the center of the universe. Of their universe. Ooh. I don't like the badness that's coming out tonight. It's not good for me. I mean, it's good for me to kind of learn about myself. Seeking the unobtainable. Fours are predisposed to want what isn't available. Okay. I say it like that because, is it not accurate and a little bit punch to the hearty? Fours' core emotion of envy means that they are plagued by feeling that others have something which is missing from their own lives. The phrase, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, could be the personal slogan for the four. Fours not only covet what others have, but tend to devalue anything that feels within their own reach. For the fours, what is attractive is unattainable, and what is attainable is unattractive. I see. This is making some things a little bit clearer in my life. Feelings of inadequacy. The fours' susceptibility to envy relates to their own beliefs about themselves. Although they may not consciously realize that fours have a deep belief that what is good and worthwhile in the world is separate and inaccessible to them. They feel that who they are and what they have is unsatisfactory, and that other people are somehow better and more whole than they are. Their envy connects with this sense of deep inadequacy. They fear that on some level they are unworthy and do not deserve to be happy. Melancholy. Oh Lord. Can it get any worse? Maybe. Let's see. It is not unsurprising, then, that fours often deploy their emotional awareness to dig into their sadness and isolation. Fours often do not understand why they feel so dissatisfied, and their natural tendency to introspection drives them to spend inconsiderable time and energy reflecting on their failures and regrets in an effort to connect with their pain. In particular, fours dwell on broken relationships, appreciating the bittersweet feeling of losing a person who was once deeply loved. They are inclined to focus on what is lost or missing, creating an atmosphere of never-ending grief. Artistic sensibility. Although not all fours are artists, fours typically appreciate art as a means of self-expression. Even if they are not artistically inclined, 4s seek out creative ways to communicate their feelings, reactions, experience, and identity. Oh, okay. All of the Enneagram types, 4s have the most active and intense emotional lives. I would say that's quite accurate. They feel a wide range of emotions and feel them deeply. They are unafraid of emotional experience and expression and are able to sit with difficult emotions, their own and others, more readily than most people. 4s have a sense of always being on the outside of a good life, always missing out on what's important or satisfying. They feel that other people have access to some aspect of life that they themselves are shut out of. This causes feelings of disconnection as well as envy and jealousy. 4s are apt to covet what others have and assume that other people are happier and more connected and more complete. 4s are prone to sadness and even depression. Although 4s don't necessarily enjoy being sad, they tend to feel that sadness is an emotion that should be fully experienced rather than avoided or repressed. For healthy 4s, this means that they are aware of their sadness and take the time they need to process it. Unhealthy 4s, however, tend to wallow in the negative emotion until they become completely incapacitated by it. I don't know which one I am. That's actually a little bit concerning. 4s often feel wistful and melancholy. They tend to have bittersweet memories of the past, and they may even get a particular enjoyment out of remembering painful past memories or circumstances. While some may see this as morbid, 4s feel that these experiences make up a significant and authentic part of who they are. They do not mind taking a stroll down memory lane, even when the road is tough. When 4s feel upbeat and hopeful, it is often about some future possibility. How cute! They tend to feel excited about new relationships or the possibility of fulfilling a dream. 4s' idealism means the reality of a dream, once actualized, is usually disappointing, but that does not stop 4s from hoping that the true satisfaction might just be around the bend. I like it. In childhood, most 4s experience a sense of loss or abandonment. It's called being the middle child, and I'm sorry. This can be a profound loss, such as the death of a loved one, or something more subtle, like the loss of attention from the parents when a younger sibling arrives. Hence what I just said before. The 4's characteristic envy has its origins in this early sense of something missing. In relation to their families, 4s often feel like the black sheep or the outsider. Oh, Lord. That's fine. It's me, but whatever. I am the epitome of all these things that I'm reading. Anyway, they may not identify as being much like either parent and tend to feel that the people closest to them don't understand them very well at all. This feeling of being misunderstood creates distance between the 4 and other people, which echoes into the relationships as adults. Right. The 4's search for identity also originates in childhood because 4s grow up feeling like the outsider. They don't readily take on the aspect of shared identity that might come from their families or communities. Rather, they feel like they must search for or even invent their own unique identity. This search for belonging and the sense of self that comes with it is a lifelong occupation for 4s. Right. Oh, good. We're getting to the most interesting part of this, I guess. More so than any other type, 4s prize romantic love. Accurate. They have an idealized view of relationships and tend to think in the terms of true love or finding the one. Used to, not so much anymore. 4s have a core belief that there is an ideal partner out there somewhere who who will finally be able to provide them with a true acceptance and understanding, thus redeeming their struggles to belong. The good. Keep relationships fresh and exciting. Devote the idea of romantic love passionate. The bad. Often disappointed by reality, provoke partners when they feel neglected, want what they can't have. Nervous laugh and almost cough to death. Because of their romantic nature, 4s can be excited and provocative partners. They want a lot out of love and they're willing to put in the energy that requires. That is true. 4s don't let their relationships slip into bality. They make sure that their connections stay vital and passionate. They want to know their partners deeply and engage with authentic emotion. Unfortunately, the reality of love tends to fall flat for 4s when compared with the romanticized idealism partners that the 4 hoped would help them transcend their loneliness and self-doubt, turn to be human and flawed, just like everyone else. 4s tend to despair when they realize that a partner has not transformed them in the way they had imagined it would. They become quite dramatic and even vicious in their disappointment. Yikes. Okay. Show all my, scars then. Quiz. Because of their idealism, 4s have a characteristic pull-push pattern in relationships. They romanticize people who are unattainable, imagining how wonderful and magical life would be if they were able to connect. But once a person is actually close enough to achieve real intimacy, the relationship loses its luster to the 4. The everyday realities of a relationship begin to seem mundane, even boring, and the 4 wonders, is this all there is? In particular, unhealthy patterns 4s may cut things off with a person who they've grown disillusioned with, only to idealize and pursue them again once they're at a distance, creating a cycle for longing and disappointment. That's not true. I refuse. Once I've found my person, it's more like the good things. Like, once I've found my person, that's my person, and I do not want to let them go. So it is also, it's a little bit like this. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it here because the rest doesn't feel like super like interesting. And yeah, I feel like I learned a little bit about myself. I liked it and also didn't at the same time. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe because that is always nice. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.